212, you wanna beef with the king, what is you gon' do? When you show up on the scene with a two, you and your friend and play a little 2-on-2. If you do half of what I do, you'll be hitting the deck. I got to get some respect. I'ma make it hard for another sucker to flex. Show 'em this ain't the squad for a sucker to test. Pimp, my too large and we way too fresh. Work well with they quick to check a lane like a game of chess. You wanna be better, bring your best. Cause we'll be standing in your front yard yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the hot girls yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front the back cage yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the front yard yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the hot girls yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front the back cage yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Oh! Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. 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 Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
You just heard the sound of the king of the South. T.I. I go by the name of Swiss Beats the Monster. I need y'all to rewind this and play this from the top.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All right, partner. Keep on rolling, baby. You know what time it is.
Now I know y'all be loving this right here. L-I-M-P, Biscuit is right here. People in the house put their hands in the air. Cause if you don't care, then we don't care. 1, 2, 3 times 2 to the 6. Jonesing for your fix of that Limp Biscuit mix. So where the you at, punk? Shoot. And back up while we this track up. Tell me what you gonna do now. Hands up, now hands down. Tell me what you gonna do now. Keep rolling, 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 rolling. 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 You don't wanna mess with Limp Bizkit? Yeah, can't mess with Limp Bizkit. Because we get it on every day and every night. Hear this platinum thing right here? But we're doing it all the time. So you better get some better beats and get some better rhymes. We got the game set, so don't complain yet. 24/7, never begging for a rain check. Old school soldiers blasting out the hot. That rock, and bounce in the mosh pit. Hands up, now hands down. Tell me what you gonna do now. Hands up, now hands down. Tell me what you gonna do now. Keep rolling, 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 rolling. 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 Hey, rolling, rolling, rolling.
On national, you know it go down.
Kilo Ali flow. Look, from the east side on a Friday night, met a bunch of to the Golden Glide. The lows and highs, me and all the bros in a stolen ride like, man, they outside.
As far as home field advantages go in the playoffs, there are few places tougher on a visiting team than this one. Sold out Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Coming up, divisional round Saturday. We've got an AFC battle on tap, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Denver Broncos. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Right to the air goes Nix. Going to drop this off to McCoy, complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in cover. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
Yeah, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Here's a give to McCoy running left. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way home for the Broncos score. A great effort there. 61 yards. And the Broncos are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. Shot.
On the ground, this is Quinshawn Judkins. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal.
To throw is Sanders. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line.
Panthers 60, Panthers go!
An inside run with Judkins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Dre Greenlaw in there on the tackle.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And that's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
Here's Sanders. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
To throw, here's Nix. Oh, ill-advised throw there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We got two. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
They'll start on the ground with Judkins. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Ready.
On play action, here's Shadur. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, it turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
Okay,
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Johnny Ryan. Buffalo 18.
Sanders. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's how you shake off the interception you throw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
On 1st down, here's Judkins. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Setting up a screen for Judkins. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
Ready?
They go play action now. Sanders. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football, and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he's going to have the Broncos first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks, giving the yard up to the 42.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
90 yards rushing for him now, as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. Here's 3rd and 3. On play action, here's Nix. He'll try to pick it up himself. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 35-yard line. Taken down at the 30.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll go again to McCoy. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true to you, because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now it's Nix. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Now an inside give to McCoy. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a handoff. Running left is McCoy. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
So a first and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 32-yard line. To throw is Nix. And he'll go down at the 28. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second and 6. An inside give to Jones. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, as the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. 10th carry now for McCoy. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Again, it's McCoy. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now McCoy. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll try and run it with McCoy. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Oh, my son! Ready? Don't go. Check.
Now they'll change things up.
11.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal.
Ready? My name is Hutch.
Here's McCoy. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. They always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes the score 14-7. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Off the play fake. Here's Sanders. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Play action. It's Sanders. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Nix. A quick hitter complete. It's Sutton. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Nix to the air. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think right there. He had to come off of his primary receiver in a big way, just trying to get into a secondary guy, unable to get that play completed.
Checked down, but didn't even have enough time to do that. Incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll go play action with Nix. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they believe they're in field goal range.
Throwing Nix. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Sanders' kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Win or go home. That's the name of the game. And we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard.
Come on.
To throw now, here's Sanders. And his throw is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here we go. Set. Cowboy 80. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
They'll try and run here with Jenkins. And he is going to have the Browns first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Hey, Viking, hey, team! Panther 60, Panther 60.
First down, right back to Jenkins. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 9.
Get it. Ready.
Now Sanders. There's a short one caught by Fannin. And he is going to lose yardage here. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. picked up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
70, 70. 60.
Sanders to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 41-yard line.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Throwing, Sanders. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. But a good first down call as the screenplay gets them 9.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively. Well, it could have gone for more.
From the 31, here comes second and a yard.
Ready.
Off play action. Sanders. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll give them a fresh set of downs.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On the handoff, this is Jenkins. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Second and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. A quick throw caught out wide by Judy. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jerry Judy, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns have got it back to within a score.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it leads down to a field goal at 17-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he returns this to the 22. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it 1 more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Fielded at about the 28. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Okay, break. Let's go now.
On the draw, it's Jenkins. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Here we go, here we go.
Now Sanders, off play action. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Mustang 19. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Sanders. And he is caught. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, to watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Ready. Ready. Go.
They'll give up the middle. Jenkins. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
70. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready, ready.
On 3rd down, here's Jenkins. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator is going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. Once again, Jenkins. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Get it! 60 Eagles! 60 Eagles! Check smash! Check smash!
An inside run with Jenkins. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Looking to throw. Sanders. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down.
On the jump!
Now the former volunteer is Dylan Sampson. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
60. Here we go, here we go. Count, purple lady. Set, hurt. Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. Sampson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that went off the mark. A little late with the throw.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick here is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. 142 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. They'll come up now on 2nd down. They go now to McCoy. He's seen a ton of action this afternoon. And he's going to have the Broncos first down as the tackle made at about the 38. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Short game, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. Now the Central Florida product, it's R.J. Harvey. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
I vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane that could quickly break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Playoff lives at stake. Boy, this is a big one. Third down. Trying to run for it. Here's Harvey. And he will have the Broncos first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Here's first down.
50-yard line.
Once more with Harvey.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
They'll come up now. 2nd and 9. Nick's going to give to Harvey.
And he'll get this down over to about the 46. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down.
An inside give to Jones. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter.
This one, an absolute must. It's 4th and 4. They're going. It's Nix. That's into the hands of the rookie from Florida.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
You gotta like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10.
They'll try the right side to Jones.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Here's 2nd down.
Now a 20th carry here for McCoy. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Field goal, a 49-yard attempt.
And this one's not close. Not even close. Short and to the right. It's no good. And that changes everything here in OT.
Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Well, what a game this has been, and now it'll take overtime to decide who goes on to the AFC title game. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, CD certainly doesn't get any more exciting than this. Overtime in the postseason. Of course, keep in mind things are different than the old way it was. In the playoffs now, both teams guaranteed a possession, so a touchdown here, if they get one, the ball game will not be over.
And partners, we both know many people called for this change before, and they finally got it. After the Buffalo-Kansas City Classic in the 2022 playoffs, Patrick Mahomes and KC, they scored first. Game over. Josh Allen and Bills never touched the football, and people hated that. Now if the game reaches OT, every playoff team has a chance to fight to extend their season. So the plan has got to be, if you win the toss and you take the ball, reach the end zone and score, and put as much pressure on your opponent as possible to try and win a game in OT in the playoffs.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Sanders from the gun on third down. In the wild card game last week, he had 4 catches, and now he has his 4th catch here. A nice start for them here to overtime, and maybe the plan here is don't do anything too crazy. Don't try for some big play, Charles. Just move the chains, put the pressure on the defense.
Well, these early first downs are certainly nice confidence builders as they begin overtime, because even though you've just played 4 quarters, the feeling's entirely different when you take the field in OT, because you just want to settle in, as you suggested, keep the ball moving, and rely on your opponent to make that first big mistake.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Playoff football at its best. Remember, a touchdown on this drive isn't a game winner as they work on 2nd down here. Back to throw. Sanders. Pass caught by Phantom. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7.
Red 19, Tiger, nice, go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
On first down, Sampson. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Sampson. He's blocked down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
Okay,
3rd
ready?
and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. Now a handoff up the middle. Sampson. And he is going to have a Browns first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
They are into field goal range, but definitely thinking touchdown as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Sanders. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Sanders now off the play fake. There's Johnson with a reception. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 18. Well, things now, Charles, looking pretty good here. A great opportunity to try to cash in for 6 on the opening possession of overtime.
And what I'm liking, Brandon, is what I see down on the sidelines. I see a defense huddled up and ready to go, already preparing for their opportunity to go on the field and close out this game.
He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
That's caught left side by Judy. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Sanders. Oh, and it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Broncos force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. One overtime. How about 2? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that 2nd overtime in just a moment. Well, welcome back to the divisional round of the playoffs. A 2nd overtime moments away. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. One team squandered opportunity. It's another team's chance to win this thing. They forced that clutch turnover, and now all they need is a field goal here to win this ballgame.
Could not be set up much better, could they? A takeaway on defense. Now it's up to that offense to find a way to put themselves in position for the game-winning points. Touchdown, field goal, they don't care. Just find a way to win it.
On the handoff, Harvey. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or two. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
On third down, Harvey. And he's going to have the Broncos first down as the tackle made just shy of the 30.
Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Harvey now on 1st and 10.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Again, it's Harvey. And he's going to have the Broncos first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
All they need is a field goal. Any kind of score here on this second drive would be a game winner. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Harvey. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
This a 2nd and 8. They run straight ahead with Harvey. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up.
We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Him in stride.
And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield, and if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game. Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Now 2nd and 5. 2 minutes to go in overtime. We will keep playing if we need to. We are all tied up. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 5. A handoff. Here's Harvey. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. To throw, here's Nix. It's taken in by his big tight end. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Remember, all they need is a field goal here, but the offense still on the field, 1st and goal. Dobbins fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Now a timeout called for by the defense. So we'll take a break with them and be right back.
2-yard line.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. One more time with Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. All right, well, they didn't kick it on 2nd down, now 3rd and goal. You have to kick it here.
Absolutely have to kick it, because if you get a bad snap, you fall on it, you got a chance to kick it again on 4th down. Let's say it gets blocked and it's behind the line of scrimmage. You fall on it, you get another chance at it. Give yourself that option. Give yourself that opening.
Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
And any yardage game there is really kind of gravy, and this just becomes what my old coach used to say. Get into position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. This to book a trip to the AFC title game. And he got it. The kick is good. And they have won it here in double overtime. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another 4th down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law. And it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.